Hello riders, what's happening and welcome back to another Q&A session with Ride with Raj, and this is Q&A number 5. And first of all, before I start, a big thank you to all the subscribers. I'm so close to 1000 subscribers and it feels really good having 1000 subscribers to start with. And yes, I have to still go far, but thanks for all your support, and because of you guys I made it so far and I really want to thank you. And let's start with the Q&A session. Okay, this section is about happy riders. Alright, why do I name it happy riders? Is all my subscribers who are buying new bikes are messaging me and sending me photographs or discussing with me about their motorcycle, and it is an amazing experience. Alright, the first rider who's bought a brand new standard 500 Royal Enfield black color is Sanat Kotian. Alright, he is a great guy and he sent me this picture. And you can see the image. Yeah, this image shows how happy he is. He received his motorcycle on Ganesh Chaturthi. That's a very auspicious day, and I'm glad that he's happy with his choice, and congratulations to him. Alright, moving on. The second subscriber, his name is Nikhil. He's purchasing the Thunderbird 350 blue color. Fortunately, we had a very long chat over the color. And I'm so sorry I brainwashed you, Nikhil, but yes, I feel the blue color looks really nice and you personally also like it, and you were going for some other color because your friends were saying that that's not right. Choose what you like and what suits you and what attracts you. You know, color is more of appearance, alright? It's not about performance. So when you're choosing a bike for color, choose something which attracts you, you know, not how people will approach towards it, that oh, this is a dull color or a bright color or something like that. I had no options in Continental GT. I had only a red and a yellow, and I chose a red, and I purchased it when it was launched. You know, I didn't care because the red really looked like a RD350 color to me that time, and I was really happy with it. So cheers Nikhil, and congratulations for a new Thunderbird 350 blue color. The first question I would answer would be Asi Sukhdev Singh. Alright, he's a cool guy. He looks like a really cool guy. Well, he says I'm also the proud owner of the same bike in the same color. That's the blue review when I did of Classic 350, and completely agree with my engine noise which I explained in the video. Thanks a lot, Sukhdev Singh. But another problem he's facing is the toolbox opening. It's not that. The water going in the toolbox and rusting the entire box. What should he do? Well, Sukhdev Singh, I would like to tell you something. You'll be surprised to know that 500 Classic has a rubber beading around the entire toolbox, and a 350 Classic does not have a rubber beading around the toolbox. This is done by the company. It's a little weird. I don't know why it's done, because I found the same thing. I feel you should go at the shop, buy the rubber beading, buy that packing, put it on your both toolboxes. The water will not go inside, and if it still goes inside, then you need to do a silicone casing around it. I hope this was a right answer for you. The next one is for Vignesh, and he's mentioned that after seeing my video of the polish, he wasted so much money on the Teflon. I agree with you, Vignesh, and that's the reason I did not put any coat on my Continental GT. That answers another subscriber who's asked me, which is by Akshay. He's asked me the same question, that have I ever used a Teflon coating on my motorcycle? No, I have not used it, and the reason is I polish my own bike. Okay, next question is from Poseidon Saw, and he's asked me that, hey Raj, he loves my videos. He's a college student, just passed out and working in a company now. He rides a scooty. I love scooties. They are the most convenient vehicle made in the world. Okay, I really like scooties, but I'm a personal fan of Vespa. Alright, and it says that what's your suggestion about buying a Royal Enfield, or do you think I should buy a commuter bike first to practice? Well, just to let you know that you don't need to do that. Royal Enfield is pretty simple. Yes, initially you'll find very heavy than other bikes, because other bikes are very light, but once you get used to it and get a hang of it, you'll ride it well. And also, just to let you know, a lot of people who buy Royal Enfield are very careful. because they know it's heavy, it can fall off on their legs or they can have some injury, and that's why they are more careful to ride this bike. Once you get a lighter bike like a commuter one, you find it very easy to ride, and then you move around here and there. So just be careful, and when you start riding the Royal Enfield, you just need to follow the rules and regulations and how to maintain the bike. That's it. Well, the next question is from Yash Mistry, and he says that one of his bike wash guy told him that diesel wash may cause his bike engine color change into yellow, okay, and it will damage the metal of the engine. Need your advice. Just to let you know, Yash, after we use diesel, we use a shampoo and then wash the bike. So the diesel goes off completely with a pressure wash, and the shampoo takes all the extra diesel out. So your bike will not be damaged, but I'm not suggesting this diesel wash every day. You should do it once in a month or once in 15 days, how I do it. Well, there's a question from Wrecked Gaming. I think it's a channel. He says he's planning to buy the GT in 2 months, and he's 6 feet 2 inches. Damn, you're tall. You should be in basketball. Well, he says that can he go for it? Will it suit him? Yes, definitely. Any bike can suit anyone. It's not necessary. Yes, if you're too tiny and you're gonna ride a Harley Davidson Fat Boy, it might not suit you. But 6 feet 2 inches is pretty good for cafe racer. But if you're on the very big built types, then the bike might look a little smaller on you. But in the end, what the hell, man? It's your passion. You want a cafe racer, you buy it. It's simple as that. You want a classic, you buy it. You want a Thunderbird to cruise, you buy that. Okay, the next question is from Adib Makani. Well, he says, Raj, do you know anybody in Lokhandwala who can mend his stone seat? Some cats have actually put scratches. Just to let you know, all my motorcycle, the rear seats are always scratched by cats. My building has 5 big cats who live near the basement, and I have the same problem, bro. So yes, there is a seat guy. After you cross the Adarsh Nagar signal, just after the Thompson Yamaha showroom, on the left hand side you will see a garage. The garage owner's name is Viru. Just next to it is a seat guy who can mend your seat cover in, and he's very reasonable. You should get it done from there. Okay. Next question is from Subhosur for a Thunderbird. He says, a lot of my nuts and bolts are actually junking. What should I do? How do I get rid of the rust? Well, Subodh, there is no other alternative rather than replacing. That's the best alternative for nuts and bolts. You can replace them. However, if you want a temporary fix, alright, you can take a sawdust paper, braze off all the excess rust which can come out. The one which is stuck inside, you can't do anything about it, and you can put some nail polish or some paint over it just for a temporary fix if you feel it's too awkward to look at. But I would advise to replace it, and that's the best advice I can give you. Okay friends, I have a very long question from Aniket Naik. It's a very deep question. It's about a father and son's whole thing about buying a motorcycle. Well, he says that it's a very long question. If you guys can see, it's a very long question, and I have, well, so Aniket, first thing is you need to speak to your father that why is he insisting on Royal Enfield and not any other bike. Understand his situation, and why don't you also share about all the tech specs which you know about KTM or Yamaha with him. And I noticed in your question that you only visited the Royal Enfield showroom and not any other showroom. If you can request your father to visit all the other bike showrooms also and compare bike to bike and then decide which one to take, will be a better solution. Now coming to your second part of the question, which says that you got convinced by your father and you went to the Royal Enfield showroom and you saw the Himalayan which you really liked initially, but then you didn't like the looks personally. And and your father is insisting you to buy the Royal Enfield Classic 500, and the reason you don't want the Himalaya because of the looks, and you are confused because the Classic 500 doesn't come with technology such as Himalayan. And yes, Himalayan is a modern new bike. It is designed for touring. It has all the things which you need in a tourer, and that's the reason that has technology which you like personally. So I think you can address this to your father about the pros and cons of both the bikes, you know, which you can visually see. So I feel first narrow down your search, and then let me know what happens next. I can guide you through. Alright, next question is on my Instagram. It's by a guy called Aru who lives in Belgaum and often goes to Goa. And he was riding a Suzuki till now, and now he's switching over to Classic 350, which is very nice. And congratulations, Aru, for that. He is a little worried about riding such a heavy bike, and he wants me to demonstrate how to ride a motorcycle, a Royal Enfield. So basically how to take care of things and everything. I think that's a very good suggestion, Aru, and I think I will make a video about it soon. But I have couple of more videos in my concept, so maybe that video will be pushed a little more further, so stay tuned. Okay, the next question is from KL2 Gamer. Alright, and he says, should I buy the Classic 350 or the Standard 350? Well, if you want a retro style looking motorcycle and you just want to have a bullet feel and ride around in city and have fun, you should go for the Standard. But the Standard has a different fairing and different tires and all the ratios. So I think a Classic 350 is much more equipped than a Standard. So if you're looking for the classic look with a little thicker tires and pretty good feel, then I think you should go for Classic 350. So the next question is from Rahul Sinha, and the question is pretty clear that he likes my videos and he likes me how I review the motorcycles with all honest opinion, and that's why he chose 500 over 350. He's given the 350 idea now. Now he's confused between the Bullet 500 versus the Classic 500. And what are the pros and cons of both these bikes? Alright, very simple. The Bullet 500 is carbureted and the Classic 500 is fuel injected. So that's a major difference. A lot of people complain about the carburetor, a lot of people complain about the fuel injection. Alright, but both have their pros and cons as per your use. You know, how you use it, how you maintain your motorcycle. So I think it completely gets you down, and trust me, both these bikes are doing very well. I know few people who have actually sold their classics to get back to a standard Bullet 500 which has carburetor, so that they can have the thumb, they can tune the carburetor on their own, you know. And the Classic 500, as we know, it's performing very well as well. It's the highest selling bike of the Royal Enfield series right now. People especially who are looking for touring or going to Leh Ladakh or doing long rides, I think 500 Classic really does the job. And he also asked me if I feel that the Thunderbird 500 is the best. I don't think so. Thunderbird 500 is the best. Alright, I think it's one of the categories designed for highway cruisers who prefer sitting like that, a comfortable sitting like that with high raised handlebars. And Classic has its own genre, you know, it has its own feel. It is an upright back, but does have spring under the seat, which also gives a little bump and which can absorb all the shocks on the way. So I don't think so that Thunderbird is the best bike of Royal Enfield, but yes, it's one of the good bikes for highway cruisers. So if you're looking for highway cruising big time, then I think you should go for Thunderbird. But if you're looking for both city and highway, then you should go for Classic 500. And if you're a carburetor fan, then you should go for Standard 500. Yeah, during my last Q&A, I pronounced Grease House exhaust as Grey Goose exhaust, and there were two people commented that I'm thinking about vodka, but it's not. And frankly, so Akshay, thanks for correcting that, and Sukhdev Singh, thanks for correcting that. Well, actually, Akshay has one more question which says that do we need to change after changing the exhaust? Do we need to adjust the carburetor? No, Akshay, you do not need to do any of those things, unless if your speed of your engine has become faster, then you can reduce the notch, one notch or two notches down on your carburetor. Alright, next question is from Nishad Raut, and Nishad Raut has three questions. First one is, can you describe your exhaust, which is in my Continental GT? Nishad, please check my exhaust review video. You'll get all the ideas, including the price. Alright, the second question is, he bought a Continental, it's been 2 days. He messaged me on my previous Q&A, so I think it must be a week now. And question is, can he replace the stock air filter with a K&N and YA6608 air filter immediately? Will it affect anything, pros and cons? Not at all. I mean, really, K&N, awesome, man. If you're spending money, K&N is a great filter. We all know that. A lot of people have done that in other bikes too. So I give you a go ahead to do that, man. That's really cool. Can you suggest me some exhaust which deliver deep bass, not too loud for Continental GT? Well, you can check my video if you feel it's too loud. There is another megaphone exhaust which you get, which is a little softer but still has a little bit of bass. Alright, you can check that out at the same store which I mentioned in my previous video of the exhaust. Next question is from Noah Sebastian. He says that he checked out my video, he really likes it. Thanks Noah. And he says that the exhaust details, he could not find them anywhere. Please help me out, buddy. Noah, it's just mentioned, I have actually even shown the store in one of my videos when I was changing the exhaust for my friend Yash on his standard 500. So please check that video. That store definitely has all the details, or you can give him some money and he can order it for you. Alright. Okay, Rohan Jana is the same guy who had asked me a question in my previous Q&A where he had said he's going for a 2000 kilometer ride, which is awesome. And he says my tire pressure and everything looks good and they are in good condition. And he's done only 7000 kilometers till now. Yeah, that's if he's done only 7000 kilometers, tires are really good to go. Just to let you know, Rohan, I am close to that figure as well. So I can really do a trip in this tire easily around 2000 kilometers. So yeah, sounds pretty good. He's concerned about the to prevent punctures. Well, Rohan, we all know Indian roads have nails and sharp things all over it. The only thing you can be careful of is when you're riding and when you're on the when you're on any rough roads. Just be careful. That's all. I mean, that's all I can say. It's all luck. If you get a puncture, you will get help. But if you're planning to ride in the night, be a little careful. It's better to start early morning, finish off by night and take a halt, then have a puncture in middle of the night. Because in daytime you can definitely find people around you to help you for a puncture. Alright? Alright friends, next question is from Fahim Alim and he's very much interested in the Continental GT. And his question is about tubeless tires, and I'm clubbing another question in this question because I have another subscriber, Yash Keswani. Well, this is for him as well and also for Fahim, where they're asking a question about the tubeless tires. Fahim also mentioned that the Continental says that they have tubeless tires, but they have tube in them. Alright, tubeless tires are medium and hard compound based. We all know that, and a lot of people think there is no tube inside a tubeless tire. No, there is a tube, but it is intact with the tire rather than having a separate tube. So whenever a tubeless tire has a puncture, the treatment is done directly from the tire, not by removing the tube. So it is hassle free. Secondly, when the tubeless tire gets a puncture, the air passes slowly outside because it is in the contact of the tire, due to which the rider has much more time to reach a guy or any mechanic to replace the tire. For example, I know an incident when one of my friends had a puncture on a highway. He rode his bike for a kilometer, literally a kilometer, and found a puncture guy and repaired his tubeless tire. So that's pretty nice, pretty good. Third thing, tubeless tires are more expensive than the regular tires. Alright. Fourth thing, the tubeless tires are not that stable compared to the tires which have tube in it. The normal tires with tube in it are cheaper than tubeless tires. Secondly, when a normal tire gets a puncture, we cannot do anything about it. It's a flat. Friends, it's a flat and you have to manage it on your own. Alright? And yes, that's completely based on luck, and that's the reason we all look for tubeless tires. They are a little expensive, but we don't mind some better quality tires for our motorcycles, and so that we can ride long. Well, Fahim also says that when he went to the showroom, the Varanasi showroom, he could not find the yellow Continental GT which he really likes, and he says that the manufacturing has stopped yellow GTs. And I have no idea why they did that. I feel yellow doesn't sell much, I guess. I'm not too sure about it. So his one more question is it a good idea to buy a bike that was manufactured in late 2015? Maybe one of the dealer is giving him a yellow color, which is already at some showroom, but it is a 2015 model, Well, if you can check the bike properly, if there are no kilometers done, if the dealer is safe and he's an authorized Royal Enfield showroom, I think there's no harm. The year model only makes a difference when you're selling the bike. You know, when you tell someone my bike is brand new, it's just 1 year old, you get a better price. If you say no, it's 2 years old, you might get a little less price. So if you're not interested to resell the bike and you don't care about the year, but you care about the bike and the color, and just make sure it's from the right dealer and he should be authorized. That's the main concern. If that is good, I think you should go for it. Well, this question was on my previous Q&A by Zahir Kasmani. Alright, he says he has a 350 old Bullet and he doesn't want to sell it. Please do not sell it. Restore it. You have a Bullet. Bottom line, you know, I would restore my Bullet if I had it now. Well, he says he wants to collect all these bikes. He wants a Continental GT, he wants a Himalayan, and he wants a Classic 500 in green color. Alright, he already knows what he wants, and that is awesome. And he says, I want to collect all these bikes. I want to know from you, sir. When will you review the Himalayan? Waiting for that. Alright. Yes, as I mentioned in my previous vlog also, that I will review the Himalayan soon. But I think there are new Himalayan bikes coming after the rocker arm issue and the clutch assembly issue. So once these new bikes are in, I might get one bike in hand and I'll review that. And if it's really good, even I might buy it because I need a tourer too, you know. So, well, I am actually a big time Triumph Bonneville fan. So I might sacrifice and buy the Himalaya because of the cost, nothing else, alright. So well, Zahir, my answer is all three bikes are good as per your collection goes. Himalayan could be your tourer, Continental would be your nice cafe to cafe kind of a motorcycle, and your Classic 500 would be a nice cruiser sometimes to take it on the highway. So yeah, good to go, and keep rocking. Yeah, Shubham, so the Mojo 300cc which you're talking about is definitely a good bike. I have taken a test ride, it's not bad. But Mahindra is really pushing their bikes, and hope they do good. They are a great company. They make the best Jeeps, man. You know, I'm a big Thar fan. You know, I always want someday to own a Thar, and but I just feel that there are not much reviews about the Mojo, and the people I've met who are riding a Mojo are pretty happy with it. There are no complaints, but I feel if you can wait for a while, get more reviews about it, and then be confident, because Mahindra is just coming in with the bike segment, and we don't know yet how they are gonna do. So I'm giving you honest opinion, Shivam. So cheers to that. If you can hold, if you can't, then you should go for the Mojo. But it's a pretty decent bike. That's my opinion. Alright guys, I hope you like this Q&A session, and if any questions I missed out, please feel free to comment below and I will answer it in my new Q&A sessions. I hope I did justice to all the questions. Please subscribe to my channel, please share it if you've not done that, and as usual, eat well, sleep well, be good.